One of the great innovations of Civ 7 is the buffed up abilities of the Scout unit. Too bad they're still not good enough to make the Scout useful past the age of antiquity. But there's a good reason for that: the awesome missionary. Now, Scouts were first introduced in Civ 4, and there was a lot of debate about when to build them and how many to build. To what extent did their range of movement make up for their vulnerability to attack, falling to a good stiff breeze, for example? By Civ 6, the answer was clearer, with a more maneuverable slinger who could go places faster than the warrior and who had a little more fight to them than the Scouts did. For many, the slinger became the de facto scout. In Civ 7, Scouts have come roaring back with the same movement abilities but much improved visibility, revealing rows of tiles at a time. You can use the search function or position the Scout in lookout mode and sacrifice some movement for further visibility. And if you play a Pangea game, Scouts are still ideal for exposing most of the map. But in other map modes, the Scout is less ideal, and that's because missionaries are far superior in a few key ways. Now, some players have been frustrated by the cultural legacy path of the exploration age, and they've de-emphasized temples and missionaries as a result. But it's a mistake to do this. If you are playing an influence-heavy game, for example, you probably want to unlock Siam in the modern age, and the way to do that is to build 4 temples, or, I guess, to play with all civs unlocked, which is now an option. So, there you go. Then, you also have access to missionaries and their superior abilities. Yeah, they can have a fixed number of charges to help you get relics. Sure, that's as advertised. But they are also, as in real life historically, intrepid explorers. I just think of the French-Canadian coureurs de bois, essentially fur traders, taking missionaries out to meet natives where they lived, often dying in the attempt. Missionaries in this game reflect some of that history. They have more movement points by sea and by land than Scouts do. And the second advantage they have is that they are hardier than Scouts. They can't be killed by other units, although natural disasters can injure or kill them. The third advantage they have over Scouts is that while they reveal much less of the map with each move, they can cross borders and reveal things that Scouts cannot access. Even in a Pangea map, this particular skill, which they share with merchants, is invaluable. So it's not the end of Scouts. They get their time to shine, but so do missionaries. And it would be a shame if the newly powered Scouts were to get all the attention when the missionaries are much more useful in the exploration age for their less advertised abilities. So if you found this discussion of missionaries useful or interesting, let me know in the comments. If you have any other strategic or tactical ideas that run contrary to mine, let me know in the comments as well. For now, this has been Civilized Raccoon, and I'll see you next time.